Today's horoscope, Virgo May 5th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Pluto begins its yearly retrograde cycle today, and problem areas can magnify with the shift, likely related to work, routines, communications, and health. As you grow accustomed to this energy, you'll be in a brilliant position to review and reassess these matters as you gain perspective. You might more clearly see where you've been over-attached or where you've put too much pressure on yourself along these lines. You take on a more detached, observational role in these life departments until October 13th, and you'll do some work on fears or concerns in these areas. Today, good energy is with you for harmonizing, sharing ideas, and ironing out differences. Still, with the moon spending all day in your solar house, you need to carve out some time for yourself, or you could frequently find yourself lost in thought. Powerhouse Pluto is now stationed retrograde. He has recently been orbiting in your solar house of productivity and physical health and giving you a taste of what is in store for the coming 20 years. Whether it's around employment, fitness, or diet, you will watch as your life shifts before your eyes. And yes, this will spill over into how you handle your personal life and truly create a healthy work and life balance. You must always be sure that you can revolutionize yourself from destructive patterns and turn your attention to love. Review all of these themes now. Put yourself first and make sure you get what you want out of your colleagues. It won't be hard. It will seem as if you're the only one with a grip on what's really going down. Sometimes there just isn't enough room to express yourself in full, and that's a bummer. Today could be one of those days where you are ready to shine, but no one gives you the stage. Try to pay attention to yourself when no one else seems to be doing a very good job of it. Do you have any health concerns that you've been ignoring? Consider treating yourself to a visit to a massage therapist. If you want to rally your family to take on more responsibility, this is definitely the day. When a vibration is in the air, a natural effect is for people to take things much more seriously. This is especially the case when it comes to chores and working tasks. Consider making up a list and delegating the things that need to be done to the person you feel is best suited for the job. Or you can see who volunteers. Having the moon move through a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart over the weekend is always an advantage, making it easier to answer an invitation to slow down and make time to hear yourself think. This first visit since Mars returned to once again begin the wind down of your current 2-year Mars cycle, and this time serious about his return to Virgo next month. This will double the call to hold back. Even Pluto, at a standstill ahead of his retrograde turn in your work sector tomorrow, is encouraging you to keep your work hat off. Personally and professionally, you need this fire break between one working week and the next. 3 days after Venus, the planet of love left your relationship sector, and a day after the dwarf planet Ceres moved into the final 2 weeks of her deep dive into your relationship needs and priorities, Saturn moves into his final 3 weeks here today. In just 21 days, continuous planetary activity on the relationship front since 2010 will end, with communication key to making this count. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, we experience a significant shift in cosmic energy as Pluto stations retrograde in the innovative and forward-thinking sign of Aquarius. This planetary movement invites all of us collectively and individually to pause, reflect, and reassess where we're headed and how we're showing up in the world. Pluto retrograde is not your average celestial event. It's deeply transformative and asks us to confront the hidden layers of our identity. Associated with themes like death and rebirth, power, control, transformation, and emotional intensity, Pluto doesn't deal in the superficial. When this powerful planet turns inward, so do we. And in Aquarius, a sign that governs humanitarianism, innovation, technology, and individuality, this retrograde becomes more than just personal introspection. It becomes a call for collective awakening. We're being nudged to question not only how we handle our personal power but also how we contribute to the larger community. Are we empowering others, or are we holding on too tightly to control? Are we creating space for authenticity, or are we still trying to fit into roles we've outgrown? It's a wonderful time to reflect on your relationship with self-acceptance. Aquarius encourages uniqueness and originality, so ask yourself, are you truly comfortable with who you are, or have you been dimming your light to fit into someone else's version of normal? Many of us struggle with the pressure to conform at work, in friendships, even in our own families. But Pluto retrograde gives you permission to slowly shed those expectations and find your way back to your own truth. You may find that others are recognizing your quiet strength right now. Even if you don't always see it in yourself, those close to you admire your resilience and the calm, grounded way you handle challenges. Your ability to stay steady in the storm is a gift, and your humility only adds to the respect you naturally command. Don't underestimate the impact you have simply by being present and consistent. As this introspective energy builds, it's also a great time to return to your roots both emotionally and physically. Spending time outdoors, even just going for a simple walk, can help realign your energy. There's something deeply healing about being in the open air, especially when emotions are stirring below the surface. It clears the mind and makes space for clarity and inner peace. Socially, you may feel more open, more conversational, more drawn to connection. These are excellent conditions to strengthen bonds that may have felt strained or neglected. Sometimes, a calm and sincere conversation is all it takes to diffuse built-up tension and remind each other that you're on the same team. Use this moment to create understanding and deepen your most important relationships. And don't shy away from expressing your emotions. In fact, the more transparent and authentic you are right now, the more rewarding your connections can become. Whether you're renewing your relationship with a partner or simply getting to know someone new, your openness is magnetic. When people feel your genuine presence, it creates a safe space for them to do the same. And when it comes to your physical well-being, now's a good time to reflect on your habits. Have you been pushing yourself too hard? Ignoring signs of fatigue or stress? Your body may be quietly asking you to slow down. It's okay to honor that. Start small, stretching in the morning, drinking more water, getting fresh air, and build from there. Sometimes the smallest acts of self-care are the ones that make the biggest difference. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius reminds us that transformation doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes, it starts with a subtle shift in perspective, a willingness to be honest with ourselves, or a gentle nudge to try a new approach. This is your moment to realign with your values, reimagine your goals, and reconnect with your authentic self. So let me ask you, what's one area of your life where you're ready to evolve? Is there a truth you've been avoiding, a power you've been afraid to claim, or a dream you've put on the back burner? Take a moment to reflect, and if you feel called to, share your insights in the comments below. What are you reclaiming during this Pluto retrograde? What part of your inner power are you ready to embrace? Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds slowly, sometimes quietly, and always with purpose. Trust the process, stay curious, and be kind to yourself along the way.